Lululemon is falling in overtime after reporting earnings down about 6.5%, 7%. Dana Telsey, CEO of Telsey Advisory Group, maintained her buy rating on the stock ahead of earnings with a $445 per share price target. And she joins us now. Dana, I want to get your thoughts on this because they beat on top and bottom line. It looks like same-store sales were softer than expected. Gross margin was better than expected, but the guidance disappointing.
Got it. And Morgan, thank you for having me. This is exactly what we've been seeing from a lot of the other retailers. The fourth quarter comes in better, and then you're divorced from 2025 and the guidance. One of the differences in the guidance that Lululemon just posted, they talked about a 6 to 7% increase in sales in the first quarter, and for the year, a 5 to 7% increase. A lot of the other companies reporting need a big acceleration in order to be able to hit the guidance for the year. In addition, the guidance for EPS for the first quarter is still pretty decent guidance compared to last year. It's within the band. It falls short, though, of the 272 consensus. And what I want to hear on the call in a few minutes, product newness, innovation, what's going to be driving that going forward. I want to hear about the improvement that they saw in the U.S. Is it continuing? Because you did have improvement in the U.S. in the fourth quarter compared to the third.
It's interesting, too, because some of the other retailers and apparel makers that we've seen take down their guidance have done so factoring in the possibility of tariffs. But, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dana, but Lululemon is not as exposed to those tariff dynamics based on where it manufactures, at least according to where we are getting tariff policy right now.
That is exactly right. They are not as exposed. It's a low percentage for them, very minimal. But we'll have to hear exactly what other costs are they incurring. Is there anything with marketing? Is there anything with other supply chain costs like freight? Let's hear what it is, and let's see how the business quarter to date in the first quarter is doing, because that 6 to 7% that they have is a pretty good number compared to the others.
How much does China matter? I realize it's a market that's growing, but it's growing off of a very small base for Lululemon. That said, I've had a number of conversations with a number of CEOs and executives in recent days and recent weeks who seem to be very constructive now on the Chinese economy coming back.
Well, one of the things for Lululemon is they just did an investor day back in the fall showing what the opportunity is in China over there. So it's going to become an increasingly important part of their business, as is international, which just delivered a 22% sales increase.